In the past 5 years, Southeast Asia has been one of the fastest-growing regions of e-commerce in the world. The vigorous development of regional economy and the continuous increase of internet penetration rate have given birth to a broad space for e-commerce development. In 2020, the average daily number of e-commerce orders in Southeast Asia will exceed 5 million. The number of active e-commerce users will increase to 150 million. And the scale of e-commerce will reach $74 billion. In 2021, the scale of e-commerce will exceed $120 billion, a year-on-year increase of 62%. The penetration rate of retail e-commerce in Southeast Asia except Singapore is lower than 5%. Compared with mature e-commerce markets such as China 24.9% and the British 19.3%, the e-commerce market in Southeast Asia has huge potential, and there are still 8 to 10 times room for improvement. Thailand has the highest internet penetration rate among Southeast Asian countries except Singapore, and e-commerce is developing rapidly. In 2021, Thailand's e-commerce market will reach $21 billion, a year-on-year increase of 68%. Shopee and Lazada are the most popular mainstream e-commerce platforms. Founded in 2012 and headquartered in Singapore, Lazada is a leading e-commerce platform in Southeast Asia, with its business scope covering Singapore, Thailand, Indonesia, Malaysia, the Philippines and Vietnam. Since 2016, Lazada has become Alibaba's flagship e-commerce platform in Southeast Asia, supported by Alibaba Group's cutting-edge technology, and has a comprehensive logistics network and leading payment system in Southeast Asia. A major trend in the current development of the Southeast Asian e-commerce market is the increasing popularity of live e-commerce. In the Southeast Asian market, live streaming on e-commerce platforms is growing rapidly. Statistics show that live streaming time on e-commerce platforms in Malaysia and Singapore has increased by 200%. And 60% of brands in the Philippines use live to attract customers. Between January and June in 2020, Vietnam, Thailand, Singapore and the Philippines saw a 306% increase in live e-commerce GMV gross merchandise volume. In view of the characteristics of a large number of young consumers on the developed social media and platforms in Southeast Asia, Lazada proposed the entertainment-driven commerce strategy in 2019 and launched the live streaming platform Lazlive, taking the lead in Southeast Asia to provide a closed-loop live sales of Shop While You Watch. It officially launched e-commerce live streaming and continuously improved users' experience and stickiness through entertaining content and gameplay. In June 2020, Lazada established its first cross-border e-commerce innovation service center in Nanning, Guangxi, allowing more cross-border sellers in southwest China to join this storm of live streaming. During Singles' Day sale in 2021, Lazlive achieved a whopping 18 million views in Southeast Asia, and its GMV also increased by 187% year-on-year through live streaming. For the whole year of 2021, Lazada's annual active consumers will reach 130 million, and its GMV will exceed $21 billion. On March 27, 2022, the day of Lazada's birthday promotion, more than 1,300 streamers brought more than 2,500 wonderful live streaming to Southeast Asian users. Less than 12 hours after the event was launched, the sales generated through Lazada have exceeded the sales in the same period last year. By April 2022, the GMV of Lazada's live streaming business has increased by 45% month-on-month, far exceeding the growth rate of domestic livestream commerce. So, how does a store activate Lazada and start livestream commerce on Lazada? 1. Registration. The Lazada platform only supports live streaming on the app side, so you need to download the Lazada app and register a buyer account non-seller. Note, the registered address must be consistent with the country where the store is located, and Singapore has not yet opened live streaming business. 2. Binding. Log into the backstage of the store and bind it to the buyer account registered in the previous step. Note, a store can bind multiple buyer accounts, but a buyer account can only bind one store. It can be understood that a store can hire multiple streamers to sell goods, but each streamer can only live stream for one store. 3. Pilot. After the binding is completed, streamers log into the Lazada app with the buyer's account, and the Lazada icon will appear on the personal account page. Then, click on the icon and conduct a pilot live for 1 minute. After platform review, you will have live permission. 4. Preparation. The preparatory work before Lazada is similar to that of our domestic live streaming. It is necessary to set up a team of live streaming in advance, choose streamers whose style matches, and choose suitable products to be sold online. The perfect products are those with low unit price and easy stockpiling, such as makeup, skincare products, clothing, daily necessities and other fast-moving consumer goods. It is best to plan the product line according to explosion 10%, drainage 40%, profit 30% and regular 20%. If it is a mature store, it is necessary to write a live script in advance, make a budget, arrange coupons, benefits and paid promotions, etc. 5. Create a live preview. The live streaming cannot be started directly, and it is necessary to create a live preview at least 2 to 3 days in advance. The preview includes the live theme local language, 3 live covers of different sizes, live streamed goods, etc. After the platform is approved, it can be broadcast on time. 6. Official live streaming. On the day of the live streaming, set up the venue with clear background and sufficient lighting. Prepare at least 2 high-performance mobile phones with smooth network. One for live streaming and background operation, the other for viewing the live effect at the front desk, and other auxiliary equipment. Open the Lazada app and log in 10 minutes before the live stream starts. Go to Lazada, double-check or add the products and coupons to be used in the stream. Then click Start to begin. During the live streaming, the streamer can send notifications, messages, product links, coupons, etc. to the audience at any time. After the live streaming, you can view the data of live streaming in the background to evaluate and improve the effect of live streaming. Notes: 1. If the location of live streaming is not in the same time zone as the audience, the time of live streaming should be set according to the location of the audience. 2. The duration of live streaming should not be too short, at least 1 hour. 3. It is best to use local languages during live streaming, followed by English. 4. When live streaming, one must abide by local laws, regulations and moral norms. 5. If the store wants to gain more traffic and sales by increasing investment, it can find a local internet celebrity KOL to sell goods and pay by commission. Or find a service provider certified by the Lazada platform to cooperate, and pay the service fee according to the number of sessions. To sum up, e-commerce in Southeast Asia has grown rapidly in recent years, with huge market potential and broad development space. As one of the most popular e-commerce platforms in Southeast Asia, Lazada's Lazlive live streaming platform has strongly boosted Lazada's GMV growth, which is a new chance of business expansion for both local e-commerce companies in Southeast Asia and cross-border e-commerce companies in China. Tips: Overseas Chinese provide great advantages for the development of cross-border e-commerce, and they are China's strong backup. China's market has unlimited opportunities, diversified types of Chinese goods and production advantages. As the first batch of netizens to touch cross-border livestream e-commerce, overseas Chinese have advantages in language, culture and network resources. Their consumption behaviors will influence more overseas Chinese and foreign consumers, and open up overseas markets of cross-border livestream e-commerce. Students, that's all for today's class. See you next time.